song is a bop.
I was about to say, I'm back here laughing. I was about to tell everybody, I'm back here laughing at Nate dancing to the intro music. It is kind of a little groove, but I'm the type that'll dance to whole music myself, so I get it.
You got to.
I love some good whole music, man. They hit like them little jazz numbers they be doing sometimes.
Right, exactly.
So
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
You can find some good whole music, but hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all want to talk about Love Is Blind?
Again, we're here again, season after season.
Apparently, we're back on this. As a lot of you who follow my channel, I know this is Nate's channel is streaming this as well. A lot of you follow my channel know that I'm currently doing Love Island UK or All Stars. So that video obviously is going to be late because I'm here. I haven't watched the episode yet. So, Nate, do you have any announcements to make to your people before we get into this?
I don't have any announcements. As far as all the episodes that are out, all the videos are out as well. I have nothing else to say except for what you're gonna hear tonight.
All right.
So that's about it.
And you've been like, I gotta commend you because you've been working on this season before it even started. Like the deep dives, I'll call them deep dives that you did, going back and covering all the villains for all the previous season and just kind of the build up to season 10. A lot of work goes into that. A lot of people might not appreciate that. So I just want to say good job because I watched those videos and I know how much work that takes. And your commitment to your craft is to be commended.
I appreciate it.
I would say that if either one of us have a leaning when it comes to these shows, I'm definitely more Love Island, and I feel like you're more Love Is Blind.
So, I am more Love Is Blind.
So you'll be the resident Love Is Blind guru. I did watch all 6 episodes. We both watched all six episodes. So we're going to talk about all 6 episodes. So if you haven't watched all 6 episodes, you might want to do that before you watch this live because there are going to be spoilers throughout if you have not yet seen all 6. So yes. Before we go couple by couple, because I don't remember everything that happened in every episode. So before we go couple by couple, is there anything that you want to discuss or bring up from the people that didn't make it out of the pods? Is there anybody that you want to?
Once they're gone, I just right out the mind. I don't even remember who they are at this point. Oh, except for I wanted to see Priyanka. I know you probably did too.
Yeah, well, we didn't see her talking to nobody though. We only saw her like in the lounge, literally.
In the lounge, so yeah.
So when I saw it, I was like, okay, we ain't gonna see Pressure P, so I let it go. You know
have to let that one go. But yeah, I was sad we didn't get to see her. I'm sad we didn't get to see Dr. Haramol. I wanted to see him a little bit more because I thought he was cute. But that's about it as far as the people who didn't make it. I don't know.
You know who I wanted to see that we didn't get to see? The one sister. I think we saw all the sisters except one. Like I think we only saw her Dynasty. Like one time in Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see any Dynasty. Like I saw her one time in the background, like adjusting her hair or looking in her mirror or something. I didn't even hear her talk to nobody, bro. Like that was really disappointing because
yeah, it is what it is.
Them dudes fumbled. Them dudes fumbled, man.
I think they fumbled on a lot, but I mean,
they
we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it.
They fumbled. They fumbled all the sisters. Well, I mean, no, Brittany got the. All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
You ain't got nobody that didn't make it that you want to discuss or spend any time on whatsoever.
Now listen. When you say make it, you mean they didn't get no screen time at all, or you mean they didn't get engaged?
They didn't get engaged because once I started playing the couples video, we just talking about the couples. So okay, anybody that's not.
If you want to get into what happened with Steven, we could touch on that or not. I'm neither here nor there on it.
Okay. All right, let's do this first before we get into that. I want to acknowledge who's in the chat. Some of y'all got some wild names, and I don't feel like trying to pronounce or figure out.
Like a kitty meow.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna put it up to acknowledge y'all, and I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all being here, but just to save me from stumbling over some names, I'm not gonna say any names right now. But yeah, they definitely did the sisters dirty for sure. All right,
as they typically do.
Yeah, and I have thoughts on that as well. But I guess I'll start with Steven. So obviously I did end up finding out that Steven was the one with the allegations. Funny, because at the time I did my cast reveal, I made a joke about him just off of his appearance, but I didn't know that he was the one that was the creep. You know what I'm saying? But I made a joke about him looking creepy. So it's just I think it just speaks to my overall ability to just figure this shit out without even knowing.
I was gonna say your intuition on these people, you can read them like a book. You're really good at it. I'm really bad at it, but you
I think I'm special. I really do. I have a skill when
I gotta give it to you. You be on point with it.
Yeah, I really do. But yeah, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, I mean, look, I posted a whole separate video on the allegations. I don't want to label anybody because I'm not trying to get sued by nobody, but I think his actions in the pods make it real easy to believe some stuff, and that's not the splenic awareness.
I just saw that. I just saw that.
I love that we're locked in on the lore.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I just want to say his actions in the pods make it easy to believe.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say about it.
Yeah, no, my ears perked up when bro asked her about her virginity. I thought the question about the first kiss was weird because like most people I don't even know if I can remember my first. I'm not even sure at this point when my first kiss was. You know what I'm saying?
I remember mine, but it also wasn't anything magical.
Exactly. But I think the fact that he sees it as something I think that's weird. Like you're still fantasizing over like how old were y'all at the time? Like do you still picture that shit in your mind?
On top of that, when he was asking her about when she lost her virginity, and she was like, "Oh, it just happened. Like I just felt like I wanted to do it at that point." And he was like, "Oh, you were in college, so what were you, like 19, 20?" It's like, why do you want to know how young she was, you fucking weirdo?
It was so weird.
That's weird. Like that's weird.
It was such a weird line of questioning. But just the starting with the virginity though, like this is all being taped. Like she might not want to come on camera and talk about losing her virginity. You know what I'm saying?
That was exactly my point. And on top of that, I said not only is it weird to talk about that just as anybody, but as a woman, but also her first experience could have been her being sexually assaulted. The amount of women who experience that is like 1 in 4. It's a lot of women. And so I just can't, like, asking somebody about that unprompted is insane to me.
Yeah. And then I didn't even think about that because, you know, being that she is adopted, now I'm not saying obviously she speaks highly of her family. For all we know, they did a wonderful job raising her. They showed her nothing but love. But somebody that comes through the system, so to speak, odds are, you know, even higher in that case. And obviously he didn't know that at the time, but that's why you don't start down certain lines of questioning because that can open a Pandora's box. What if her first time was assault and now you've brought that up? And I just in the process of dating and getting to know someone, I don't understand. I don't know how that question, at least not initially, like maybe that's something that comes up way down the line after y'all have, you know, been somewhat intimate and you feel comfortable having those conversations, but definitely not introductory conversations on camera. How did you lose your virginity? Like very weird.
I'm glad we're on the same page about that because I was like, damn, maybe I'm looking at this in a weird way. Like I don't know.
No. Everybody that heard that conversation perked up at that point because it was very strange. And then also obviously the way he talked about it, the way he was like kind of romanticizing it, kind of like living in that moment still. Like, bro, like it's like he thinks about it every day.
And his obsession
it's like he tries to recreate, like he's trying to recreate the same scenario over and over again with different women.
Exactly.
There's some sort of sickness, addiction, something's going on there. So
agreed.
I'm glad that the women were able to suss that out to the point where, you know, obviously he didn't make any real connections with anybody, probably because he was, you know, being weird in every conversation, and they figured it out. So we don't have to deal with Steven. Hopefully, you know, justice is served and the victims are heard and whatnot. But this show definitely has a propensity to attract or just outright recruit people with issues, so to speak.
Which I don't understand, because if even an inkling that somebody could say that about you, why would you come on this show?
Arrogant,
they're gonna say
it. I don't know, hubris, ego, arrogance. I don't know what it is. It's just it's
all of the above.
it's like, you know, the videos, the world's dumbest criminals, like some of the shit that people think they can get away with for some reason.
True.
But yeah, if you have allegations out there, like going on one of the most popular television shows in the world, probably not a good idea. And then the thing is, apparently a lot of this stuff like happened post filming. So this is stuff that he did recently, knowing that this was coming out.
That's one note that I didn't want to make, because I see a lot of people saying, well, why didn't the producers know? I'm like, well, they would have known about this because it happened after, and he also has never been reported. So when you look him up, it's not going to come up. Apparently there's been 3 women that have come forward. None of them have ever reported him. And that's just another reason to report these men. You have to, because it can keep other people safe, and they need to have a record. They deserve to have a record that, you know, they're a terrible person. And so, yeah, I hope justice does get served as well.
Yeah. But unfortunately, he was granted the platform of, you know, being on Netflix. Now, in his case, it's probably going to work to his detriment. But still, that's a hell of a platform for somebody who, you know, has these allegations out there. But moving on from him, I can't think of anybody else from the pods that that I necessarily that made an impact. You know what I mean? Like, I watched all 6 episodes kind of quickly, so I probably missed some details here and there. But yeah. But we're gonna go couple by couple. So I'm gonna play this video. We'll just pause it as we go, but it's gonna show each of the greetings, so we can kind of talk about how we felt about not only this couple's relationship developing in the pods, but also how their greeting went and whether or not we think that there is an actual connection going forward. Do you feel good about that direction?
Let's do it.
All right, for sure. Okay, that's not the view I want. This is the view I want.
Oh, look at us.
All right.
Stacked on top.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing good.
You look so beautiful.
You look so good.
Oh my God.
Okay. She kind of got on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie to you. All nothing but respect to her and her story. You know, everything that she's been through. Wish her nothing but the best. You know, health wise and all that stuff. I hope that, you know, nothing ever develops from anything else remaining that they didn't remove. But she got on my nerves, and I think the thing is, like, okay, yeah, you got a story, but geez, like every conversation is, you know what I'm saying? Like it was too much. Like I know if I was in the process, I wouldn't be able to deal with her because it feels like there's some emotional baggage. It feels like there's a lot that therapy probably needs to work through, and maybe she's already been in therapy, or maybe she's already in therapy. But the way she talked about certain things just felt like, oh, you got a lot of work to do. And then the not being sure about whether or not you want to have kids. I'm not a fan. I don't have any. I'm not against her, but I don't feel like this. I don't think she's ready for this, and I think she's going to be an issue emotionally for what's his name? It's Mike, right?
Yeah, that's Mike.
I think that's Mike. Yeah, I think she's going to be an issue emotionally for Mike. But
so what's interesting is that I watched a few different people's reviews at this point. I was actually just watching It Takes Two video that they just posted right before this. And everyone is saying that they think Emma needs to go to therapy. And I'm sitting here like, I must be crazy too, just like her, because I didn't pick up on that. She did talk a lot about her adoption story and, you know, all her trauma. But at the same time, I'm like, she had to tell it to 3 different men. So she did have to say it over and over and over again. And it is heavy if you know, how fast this experiment is to have such deep conversations repeatedly so quickly, especially when Steven reacted the way that he reacted, which is to start going crazy about, you know, his first kiss and stuff. So I didn't pick up on that, but you know what? Maybe y'all are right. I don't know. I'll take a look and I'll see how she is acting moving forward, but she might need some therapy. Probably, but I don't know. I just didn't get that vibe. And as far as the kid situation, my stance on that is never changing. if you are unsure about kids and the other person is super sure about kids, it's never going to work out.
It's not a
y'all
match.
gonna end up. It's not a match, and he should have moved on to save himself the hurt, and she should have let him move on.
No, that's not something that you need to have a debate about. Kids, they're way too much. They're all encompassing. They change everything, and that's not something that you want one party to be resentful of in either direction. Whether you have kids and then you regret it, or you don't have kids and you regret it, because that's a whole other pain, especially for somebody who is like big into legacy and wanting, you know, to see them continue, their name continue, their family continue, whatever the case. It's too foundational. So I personally have no faith in this couple whatsoever. I don't think they're gonna make it. No, I think there's no chance. I thought that when she was meeting with Connor, I felt like there was some longing on her part for him still. Now he was the one that broke it off with her, so I didn't feel that reciprocated from his end, at least not initially.
Well, he was her first choice.
Yeah, he was her first choice.
Yeah, he was.
But she wasn't his. You know what I'm saying? He was the one that ended it. So like, and I feel like he's, at least so far, I feel like he's good in that decision. Although he's having his own issues, which we'll get to in a second. But I'm saying, as far as not picking Emma, I don't think I don't feel like he's regretting not picking Emma right now, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get that. I don't think these two are gonna fall out before the altar, but I think they'll get to the altar and one or both of them is gonna say no. I don't know. I think they might try to make it work, but knowing that it won't. They're that couple.
I think Mike is gonna get fed up, because I think that there's clearly something that she's missing in that connection, and she just doesn't feel completely there with him necessarily.
I can see that. Yeah, I see that.
I think he'll pick up on that and want to move in another direction. But yeah, it was honestly, it was way too much her in the series so far. And
Connor.
Finally.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. You're freaking gorgeous.
yeah, I was surprised that Connor liked her as much as he did, because she did all that talking about medium ugly, and I'm thinking the whole time, like,
I know you're about to say.
Seems like you're dating within your demographic.
Oh, stop it.
I don't get what I don't know what she was talking about. But Connor, I mean, he saw her and he was like, I'm all about this. Like he told the cameras, I love you guys. You know what I mean? Like he was all about it. And I thought at first, I thought that she was too, because I felt like when she picked him over, what's his name? Chris, the Hobbit. Yeah. When she picked him over Chris, I was like, okay, I think she made the right call, because I feel I could tell. I just felt like she was going to tower over Chris, and I know that's a problem for a lot of women. So I thought that she made the right choice, but then it seems like, I don't know, maybe it's that short king energy that Chris got. But she's drawn to him for sure, and it ain't looking good for Connor.
I don't know if you watched the previews at the end of the episodes, but it's really not looking good.
I saw something where it looks like she was getting put out or somewhere, but
he was kicking her out.
Yeah, but I don't know how much I can take from that. You know what I mean? Like they give us these little clips. Yeah, they could be a joke. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it
was, but it could be. You are right.
It could be
based off of this reveal, I was like, oh, she's all about him. He's all about her. This is gonna be good.
Me too.
And then Breezy started breezying, and she started blowing into another man's lap, and here we are.
Like I think that's her problem. I think she doesn't. I think she needs to stay in her lane. Breezy, you're not the one that's gonna. And I don't know. It sounded like Chris was kind of wavering too in the previews, but I think that has more to do with the age gap with him and
that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, so we'll get into that in a second. But all right, but as far as their processing the pods, did you, as they were building, because I felt like initially when they first talked, I was like, oh, this is perfect. Like everything was aligning. They have so much in common. They seem to want the same things. I felt like this could work. And then when they met each other, I was like, oh, this is beautiful. Like this couple for sure. And they were initially probably my favorite couple, just based on the energy when they first met each other. They seemed to have like a good like banter or whatever. They seemed a little funny. You know, they were the most entertaining couple so far. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I can rock with this. But then, man, they get to where they go, Cabo, and she loves a hobbit. What do you think?
Okay. I think her issue with Connor is, and I don't know like how to phrase. She is in love with Chris, but I don't know how to phrase it. Like, do you remember in the pause when she was talking to Chris and she was saying, I just really want a man to put me in my feminine energy. I want him doing this. I want him doing that. I don't think Connor's going to be that man. And I think in person, she can pick up on that. And so she's not attracted to him. That's what I think happened, is that she's not feeling in her feminine energy with him. Yeah,
she wants like an outwardly alpha male.
Exactly.
You know, Chris is very much, you know, out there with it. And Connor's more laid back. He's like cool, a little quiet. So I don't think she likes Connor's vibe.
Yeah, honestly. Exactly. I think that is giving her the ick.
Yeah. But what she don't realize is I just think Connor is suited. I think he's suited for her. You know what I'm saying? And then like, because Chris, that dude, that alpha dude that she wants is going to attract a lot of attention. And you got to be able to stand up to competition. And,
and she not in that arena.
I don't think she can stand up to the competition. I think she's trying to play in the league she don't qualify for.
Hey.
Yeah.
You might be right on that.
But overall, I think this couple is absolutely doomed. Like I said, that could have been a joke. It could have been just something that they're trying to set up for us to think that, oh, this is headed toward disaster, and they turn out to be fine. But it definitely felt like this is headed somewhere bad, and that's good because we need entertainment. Like we need some crazy shit to happen with some of these couples.
Yeah, they're not making it to the altar. I can say that, almost guarantee that. And on top of that, she almost doesn't care about how she's making Connor feel, and that's why I feel like it's gonna go bad.
Now, see, I didn't pick up on this.
I didn't either. I thought it was like, oh my God.
Yeah, like I thought it was good energy.
Yeah.
But no, like apparently.
No, it was not.
Hey, we gonna get to this.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna talk about Devon.
I got a whole lot to say about that brother right there.
Oh, he's not a brother. Please don't label him like that. He doesn't like it.
I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he's never been referred to that way ever. But in case he doesn't know, I'm gonna let him know. You know, he gotta come to reality, bro. All right, but yeah, they're not gonna make it. So far, so that's 2 for 2. No and no so far on both of these couples. All right. Whole time
I don't like him.
Whole time he's thinking to himself. This is streaming on your channel too, so I'm trying not to be all the way myself.
Why not?
I don't know.
It's a collab. It's a crossover.
I don't know if your people are used to my unhinged nature.
Some of our people overlap, so it's all good.
Okay, all right, but yeah, nah, he wasn't trying to see that at all.
I can't believe she's a woman of color.
The fact that bro said woman of color, bro, like right there when you said that, like okay, this nigga here, he gonna be a problem. He ain't
problem for real.
He's missing something in the mirror. He's missing something. Like, bro, because I'm sure all these white girls that he been dating, I'm sure they've been giving him hell. Hell, because this nigga looks like the lead troll from Lord of the Rings.
I saw somebody on Instagram say he looks like a cinnamon toast crunch. I was like, what? Where do y'all come up with these insults?
Cinnamon toast crunch is a stretch, but if you just go back to Lord of the Rings, like the loudest troll, he looks just like that nigga, bro. I swear, he looks just like that nigga.
Oh man.
Talking about I only date white girls. I bet they've been putting him through it. Oh, I bet they've been putting him through it. Oh, I bet he got homeboys that did stuff with all of his girlfriends. I bet he been through it, man.
Good.
But yeah, good. Because the disdain he apparently has. At least that's what it felt like for me. It felt like because she is gorgeous. Like I don't see in real life him ever pulling her.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he had sense enough to recognize how bad she is, I don't see him in like in regular life ever having a chance at her. So you're gifted this, and because she's not what you aspire for your children to be, you got a problem with it.
Yeah. So someone said that he was thinking about her sounding white in the pause, and that is exactly it. And that's what he gets. Serves him right for basing it off of a voice, because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. And he is unfortunately the stereotype of a person who has a white mom and a black dad. Is
that his situation?
He said that his mom was a redhead, I believe, and so I'm gonna assume chances are very high that she's the white in this situation, and she didn't teach him anything about his roots, and that's why he is the way that he is.
The nigga named Devontae, but and that's the thing. Like when I saw him go by Devo, I was like, okay, what is that? Like or Devo? Like I thought maybe he was from somewhere else, but then when they said Devontae, like Devontae, a nigga named Devontae that goes by Devo, oh nah, he a problem. Like he don't know himself. That's the thing. It's like the New York Jets. It's like they can't succeed because green is a primary color. And like that's like the antithesis of like the sky. So I think that's why the Jets are like perpetually bad, because like you can't have green when your whole thing is some shit that flies in the sky, nigga. Like it goes against like your identity. Like your colors are like associated with the ground. You can never.
They didn't match that up.
Never go. Well. This nigga, like, you're gifted with a nigga name like Devontae, nigga. Like that is ain't nobody on the planet without melanin named Devontae.
I was sitting in on another YouTuber's live stream this morning, and there was this person who doesn't even live in this country who was going back and forth with me about the fact that a name can't be black. I said, baby, respectfully, Devontae is a black ass name. I don't know what you talking about. I ain't never seen no other race named Devontae spelled Devonta. That's a black ass name. That's a black ass name. I'm trying to understand, like, what are we talking about?
That's a black ass name. So it's a nigga named Devontae, and he goes by Devo. Like that is like, and that lets you know, like he's not associated with anybody from his father's side of the family, because nobody was like, bro, like if you're gonna shorten it, like at least make it something cool, nigga, like Devo, nigga. Like for real?
He didn't even try.
Nah. But
he could have been Tay. He could have been Tay. His nickname is Tay, not Devo.
Or just D, nigga.
Anything.
Just go by D, bro. But yeah, nah, he you right. He saw her skin, and she's gorgeous, half black, half Colombian.
Beautiful. And he only accepts her Colombian side. And
he barely accepts that. I really don't think he's cool with that, because she's not a white passing Colombian. And I'm telling you, with him, I think he recognizes that he looks like the lead troll from Lord of the Rings, and he's just trying to get as far away from that as possible. So he's looking for like he wants like the sharpest features. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to pass none of that shit down to his kids. And nigga, he hates the black side of his family.
Oh yeah, he is lost in the sauce. I just don't understand how you walking around with a name like Devontae with type 4 hair, and you not understanding that somewhere along the line there's a black. It's right there in the face, in the hair. I'm not understanding.
No, in fact, it's 100. He wants white children.
Well, then don't come on Love Is Blind.
Well, he thought he did it right. He thought he listened for the right tone of voice, and he heard Tyler's like, no, not that. He heard Keya, like, no. He probably heard Dynasty, like, oh, absolutely not. But he heard
that name too black for me.
Yeah. But Brittany, oh yeah, that sounds about white.
Brittany, she sounds white. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I hope she leaves him for Alex.
Yeah, I hope she cheats on him. I want her to cheat on him, and we'll get to with who, but I want that to happen. Just because like I want him to
I
get.
can't stand him.
Yeah, I just want him to get cheated on, like on TV by his fiance. That would bring me some level of satisfaction because it pisses me off. Just
I mean, she said she was willing to give him his first hickey, and he was like, "I don't really want one. Get out the way. You do it. Give somebody else a chance. You holding everybody else up now."
It's such a waste. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's so unfortunate because the women in this cast are really, really, really phenomenal. Like this is probably this is one of the best like female casts that I've ever seen for this show. Like not only just in appearance, period, but like the quality of women. Like a lot of their professions, like these are top tier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got this nigga here.
I can't stand him.
I'm
so over him.
Hey, and if anybody has, we're gonna open it up at some point. So if anybody has anything to say about what we're saying, or if you disagree, we are gonna put the link in the chat near the end of this and give all of y'all the opportunity to hop on here and have your say. But I'm of the express opinion that that Devontae is lame as fuck. I think he's internally racist. I think he hates himself and anything that reminds him of his blackness. And I don't fuck with that nigga.
Point blank. Period. Well, I didn't want to look at him.
Wow. Fuck me.
Now I initially really liked him just from the cast photos. He just I saw his picture. I was like, I like that guy. You know what I'm saying? He looks like somebody I would get along with. So then when we get to see him actually interacting in the pods and getting to know people, I'm like, yeah, he seems like a good dude. I'm not a fan of hers, and the reason is nothing personal. I firmly believe that it is extremely irresponsible as a single parent to be on this show.
Yeah, you have said that before.
I don't think parents belong on here. There are just certain things, man. Like when you have kids, there are certain things that you no longer qualify for. And I think Love is Blind should be one of them. And it's not that single parents don't deserve love. It's not that single parents don't deserve an opportunity to meet somebody. But this program doesn't allow enough time for them to truly vet the people that they're bringing into their children's lives. So you don't know, especially this show specifically, with the history they have of casting people with real issues, like the cases that are open right now with women that claim they were subject to abuse by the men casted, by this show, because they're going out and recruiting men who aren't actively looking,
signing up. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna trust Love is Blind to put somebody around my child after a month of knowing them.
I've never thought about that. That's a valid point.
No, like it's hard enough to do it yourself. Like think about how long it takes to actually get to know a person. Like if you're dating, if you're getting to know people, like think how long, and then you still don't really know. Like you can know somebody for decades and find some shit out. So as hard as it is to do it yourself, you're gonna trust Love is Blind, who has a history of not only playing in women's faces, but just anybody's. Like they play in everybody's face.
Yeah, and that's really valid.
Yeah, so I feel like she is. I feel like this is selfish of her, and I think it's very irresponsible. And she's putting her child, and she has a daughter too.
Yeah.
Oh man, you don't know this dude, and you're not gonna know him after a couple of months.
Yeah,
and you talk about getting married. Like this.
I've never thought about like the safety point of view from having a child. Yeah, that's super valid.
Yeah, no, it's not the place for single parents. So I'm not rooting for the couple. I'm sorry. I don't think she should be here. Now, if it works out, then great. Like, I'm not saying that I don't want them to be happy. I'm just saying that I in general, I'm not rooting for single parents to come on here and get married to strangers. I don't think it's a good idea, and I don't know what can happen down the line. And I feel like I'm more concerned about that than they are, and that's a problem.
Yeah, I hear you. That is a good way to look at it. I'm also not rooting for this couple, but because I don't think she is attracted to him.
Mhm.
I think her face when she came out was uninterested, and I think she doesn't like that he's fat, in her opinion.
She said it,
And yeah,
and it was like I cringed when she said it. Like you realize what show you're on, right? You can't see. Like that's the whole point.
they be forgetting what show they on every season.
I mean, age is okay, fine. You don't want somebody 61, okay, cool. Even though you look fine. You don't want somebody.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but
you don't want somebody that's a couple years older than you. All right, cool. But like to talk about a physical aspect like that was, I feel like that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Which tracks with somebody who has a 7-year-old daughter coming on the show to marry somebody they met for a month. I'm sorry, I think it's stupid. Yeah. And yeah, she may not be into him, but I was concerned about him not being into her because like she's right there with Breezy, if you ask me.
I think she looks better with her natural hair color. This blonde is not suiting her.
But well, I need to see it. But
she's a natural red/brunette.
I feel like her and Breezy.
This ages her.
They shopping in the same aisle.
Oh man, I cannot. I don't think she likes him. I feel bad because
I do like him. I do like him. Yeah. And honestly, like I don't really dislike her. I have a problem with her being on this show. That's it.
Yeah. Valid.
Oh my gosh.
I thought this was solid. Now I don't know because I feel like Chris got a little bit of an ego on him, and I think he likes it stroked. Because I don't. His whole interaction with Breezy, I don't understand it. Like objectively, I don't understand it, and I feel like he's only entertaining it because he likes the attention. I feel like Chris has a bit of an ego. This whole conquer the world, you doing Iron Man, he's trying to prove something like constantly, and not that there's anything inherently wrong with that, right. with being involved in that, but I just feel like with him specifically, he feeds off of attention. I think he feeds off of adulation, and I think that he's just going to be encouraged by Breezy's desire of him more so than anything. I don't even necessarily think he's attracted to her.
I don't think he's attracted to her either. Actually, the way that I see it in that situation is Breezy is coming on strong to him. She seems to want second and third conversations with him, and she can't let it go. I think
and it was so cringe because the way that she was trying, like when they were sitting by the pool, he was trying to like direct the conversation back to her fiance.
I do think that he was.
Yeah, she would say something. He'd be like, "Yeah, you can bring Connor, and we can do such and such." And she like, "Yeah, fuck Connor." But when we was in the pod,
basically. So yeah, I don't really have too much about these two. I feel like just not that much happened between them. But somebody told me that they think he's MAGA, and I don't know. I didn't pick up on that, but
no, it's not because he's a short king. It's just his energy. You know what I'm saying? Like not every short king has that kind of energy to where they just, you know what I'm saying, they need to be front and center. I feel like he has that front and center energy. He has that look at me, I'm the guy energy.
And, I haven't seen it yet, but we'll see.
I think I have. I think I've seen it. Like when he was coming down that slide.
Oh, yeah, at the pool?
I felt like he was performing at the pool. You know what I'm saying? Take his shirt off in front of all the other dudes in the pool, like make sure they up under the water so they can't see the flab and shit. He out here got his shirt off coming down the slide. I feel like he likes to be the center of attention. He wants to be big dog.
He's the life of the party.
All right.
He might have a Napoleon complex a little bit.
I don't even know if it's Napoleon. I just think he's a bit arrogant. You know what I mean? And I think he's going to entertain this shit with Breezy just to feed his ego, not
Not because he actually,
not because he's even interested in her. And for that reason, I don't want him and
Jessica,
yeah, to work out, because I feel like she's a actual like genuinely sweet person, and I want her to find somebody that's going to really, really be there for her. And I don't know if Chris long term is that guy. Did you have any apprehension towards them in the pod?
I don't really pick up on anything bad or good about either of them. They just seem, I don't really have much to say about them, to be honest. But we'll see what happens in the next episodes. I don't know. Why would she wear that baggy dress? Is crazy. It is a little. Maybe that's all she had.
Wow. You're beautiful. Pleasure to meet you.
All right, so this is everybody's favorite couple, it seems like.
Are they? I mean, I think they're the most compatible thus far.
I mean, they're the ones that the show seems to be putting front and center, like on most of like the press release stuff. So it feels like they're the couple that the show is trying to center in some ways.
Yeah, it does feel
so that typically indicates that they're going to make it. Right. I don't know about bro though. I don't know about bro.
What's your apprehension about him?
Well, number one, I don't know why they aren't in Cabo. I thought that was a little weird.
I think one of them doesn't have a passport. Chris Colleen did an interview, and he said that it was because the show didn't have budget, but I find it very hard to believe that Netflix couldn't find the budget for one more couple. I think somebody didn't have a passport and they just don't want to say it, or they got some legal issues.
You know what I'm saying? Because they were both talking about, being picked up for weed at some point. And she was asking, "Do you have any other?" I say it could be something, it could be something legal, like bro can't leave the country,
or maybe, by the way,
or maybe she can't leave the country, because
which is crazy.
She was the one that had the weed too, so I don't know, but but yeah, but no, what it is for me with him, I feel like I don't think we've met him yet. I feel like
I can agree with that.
Yeah, we've only met his representative. He's very measured in everything he says. His posture, even the way he holds his facial expressions. Like when they were together, I didn't feel like he was being natural. I felt like he was very like stoic and like, even though the way he hold, and it could just be his posture. I don't know the dude. You know what I'm saying? Like he just could, his mannerisms could just be set up a certain way. But to me, it feels like we're only meeting interview. What's his name?
Vic.
Interview Vic. I feel like
I get that vibe.
I feel like we only met interview Vic. I feel like I don't know anything about him really. Very polished, a little too polished. It's not. It doesn't feel natural. Like, it doesn't feel like he doesn't feel like a real person to me yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah, so I feel like, I don't know if that's because he's hiding something or if he's just trying to, present a certain persona on screen.
I mean, it's hard to say because he's black. He doesn't want to come on the show. Maybe being, you start to get into all these things. He's a professor. He could just be trying to protect his professor image, which is valid. So who knows? But
yeah, no, I mean, it may not be an environment conducive to him being his complete self. Some people just can't. If cameras are following around, they just can't be normal. That's just they're never going to get used to that. And I feel like that may be the case with him. But because of that, I'm having a hard time connecting with him as a person. I'm having a hard time like finding him relatable in a lot of ways. And I don't know what's real. I don't know what's authentic. So even when he says, "Oh, you're so beautiful," I'm so happy. I don't feel the emotion behind it. Yeah. So I don't know if I can fully believe it. So while all indications are that the show is setting this up to be the couple of the season, maybe the one with the least issues. For me personally, I can't say that I'm feeling them yet because I don't feel like we know anything about him as a person. I feel like he's very, very much a manufactured version of himself. And I don't know if she's getting the real version of him either.
Yeah, off cam too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's valid. We'll see.
What about
Hopefully the
her? Like,
cameras are.
what are your thoughts on?
I had nothing to say about her before the show dropped. I like her. I think she's a chill person. I think they have a lot of things that they're connecting on. I don't really have much to say, but we didn't really get to see them outside the pods. So what can I say? I don't really.
No, we really didn't. Like, we saw a couple of conversations, and all of a sudden they're deeply in love with each other, and then they see each other, and so we don't have a whole lot of background on that relationship at all, to be honest.
Yeah,
but I'm rooting for them. I mean, hopefully it works out. They live happily ever after. God knows this show needs as many successful couples as they can find. But I don't know about him. I can't quite get on board with Vic yet.
I wanted to see him in Mexico too.
Oh my God. How we doing?
This guy. Yeah, I knew he was gonna be a problem.
Why?
It's just the way he was talking. The way he was talking, man. And even the way he said, in the past, physical could have been a problem, but I'm not like that. Yes, you are.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Yeah, you're still.
You definitely are.
Because and then the thing, like, she's pretty, but I could tell, like, she's not, like, with his past, D1 soccer, all that stuff, drafted. He thinks he can get a certain level, you know what I'm saying? And while she fits aesthetically, maybe what some would consider top tier, not me.
I think she's beautiful. I think she's a beautiful woman.
No, there's nothing wrong with her. She's a pretty girl. But I'm saying, like, as far as he is concerned,
right?
She's not Hollywood enough for him. I don't think she's that Hollywood beauty that he would want. You know what I'm saying? And he thinks he's on a certain level. And you already saw the way he was talking about Brittany, which I don't blame him. Brittany, I don't blame him at all. I understand. But like, nigga, you literally just got engaged and y'all haven't stopped hunching each other since y'all met.
Or talking about it.
Or talking about it. Like, every scene between them is, and even the way Netflix cut one of their scenes like an actual sex scene, like the way they kept. You saw that shit? It was so weird. I was like, why are they cutting this like this? But yeah, like it's like this. They have this weird sexual thing, but I think that's all it is. Like, he's like, oh yeah, she's good enough.
Oh, that's
to
definitely.
Go. Yeah, she's good enough to go there with, and he'll enjoy that, but he ain't sticking around.
Yeah, even when they were trying to have a normal date, they had nothing of substance to talk about. He talked about soccer, and she talked about soccer. It's like they don't have much. There's no depth to that relationship. So
yeah, and then
now that he's seen Brittany, it's over.
And she's just lost in the sauce because he's quote unquote tall, dark, and handsome. Which, by the way, it bugs the shit out of me when white women use that term, because just because a nigga got dark hair, like,
yes, the dark hair, yeah, like, it's the dark hair.
That makes a nigga dark. Like, I'm black and I don't think I'm tall, dark, and handsome.
You're definitely not.
Like, I'm
you're
not
definitely
dark.
not. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
you're a light skinned brother.
Yeah, I'm light skinned. So I feel like it's weird whenever they say that to me. It's like, bro, like, this because they don't appreciate what dark actually is. So it pisses me off. Like, we got Dynasty in there, and anyway, I really wanted to see more in Dynasty. I'm part of the reason I'm not as excited about this season as I was going into it is because, like, none of the people that I really want, aside from Brittany, none of the people that I really wanted to see going forward made it through.
I felt the same. I wanted Keya, I wanted Tyler, I wanted Priyanka for sure. Dynasty was a little bit higher on that list, but yeah, I think we're all tired of seeing Black women come on the show and not actually, come.
And to be fair, I mean, they only put 2 brothers on the show because Devo, because call that nigga a hybrid. I don't know what he calls himself, what he thinks he is, but he don't claim us, so fuck him. Yeah. But all right, let's talk about Kevan. Let's talk about Kevan.
Do we have to?
At first, I thought I was gonna like Kevin because when we see that initial conversation with him and Tyler, I'm like, okay, this energy is good. He's talking about how much he likes her. Like, cool. We gonna get Kevin and Tyler. Looking forward to seeing them in the next stage of the process. And then he has this conversation with Keya, and I don't understand where he got tripped up. Because it's not like she overtly was like, give me a chance. She was just like, I understand it. It's a lot. It's a tough decision, but you just got to be honest and let people know how you feel. He was like, yeah, I really want to get to know you. Like, bro, like, what the fuck are you talking about? So
I think he just came unprepared. I don't know.
But it's too crucial a decision to be that wishy-washy, You know what I'm saying? So I commend both women for choosing themselves initially.
Exactly.
All right, essentially. I feel like Keya kind of made a show of it.
I liked her show.
I get it.
I liked it.
But I feel like she kind of made a show of it because she could tell when in that first conversation when he was like leaning towards Tyler, like, and it's like Tyler was saying, like she was saying, I don't want to get engaged to you when you're not sure about me the day before. Keya it's even worse. Like he's not only is he not sure, like he thinks he likes the other woman more, and you still want to continue this process. And the fact that the way that she ended it kind of signaled to me, at least, that she already knew this wasn't going nowhere.
I do think she knew that. I think that she knew early on, and she did it to try and teach him a lesson, and she did it just to prove that she could.
Yeah, no, she I feel like she did it to have that moment, which whatever, like he set it up for her. Like it's still his fault that she had that moment because he had ample opportunity to break it off for her, go with Tyler and see what happens there, or just pick her if that's what you're gonna do. But it definitely felt like she took advantage of his inability to make a decision and created a TV moment for herself, which, all right, cool. All for women empowerment.
I agree with that. I mean, she gave him the watch that he couldn't afford to buy on his own. It definitely was a whole thing.
Yeah, no, it was a whole production. But yeah, he did, and I can't really say nothing, Felicia. Like he did deserve it. Yeah, he deserved it. Cause like, bro, make a decision, man. Like that is
indecisive.
That was so infuriating. Like just watching scene after scene of him just sitting there struggling to get a sentence out, and then when he finishes,
he couldn't articulate himself.
And then when he finishes the sentence, he ain't even say shit.
A whole bunch of nothing.
Nothing at all.
Just nonsense.
But yeah, I mean I think that's all the couples. That should be the end of that that intro tape. So I'm about to drop the link in here. If you got something you want to add to the conversation, go ahead, do it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys. Come on up on the stage.
But to be fair, it's not a whole lot happening in the season yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully the next drop we'll get some more action. Hopefully maybe you can find out what that get out was all about. But if you want to hop on, go ahead and hit the link right here. We'll add you to the stage and we'll continue the conversation. Not gonna be on here all night, so come now. Come now or forever hold your peace. But
forever hold your peace.
What you got, man?
I was just gonna say, yeah, I definitely do think that she she did it as a setup, but I'm not mad at it. I'm so not mad at it. I appreciate that she did it. I enjoyed watching him get what I felt like he deserved. I don't know.
I would feel better about it if I didn't feel like it was so manufactured. You know what I'm saying? I just wish, because then it just comes off a little cheesy to me. The whole thing, I'm choosing myself. Like, what you think? I chose it just felt way too.
Oh, when she walked back into the lounge,
yeah,
she was like, I chose me. Yeah, that was
and on one hand, I'm kind of cool with it because this show has such a history of just dragging Black women through the dirt that if she was just like, okay, if I start noticing fuck shit, I'm gonna have my own exit plan, my own exit strategy, and I'm gonna go out bossing. I think she, kind of knew going in what she was gonna do if she felt things going a certain way. And I'm not mad at her for executing that plan, just because, like I said, the show's history is so terrible with Black women and the treatment of Black women. So if
She
one
owned
can,
her story. Yeah.
if she can come on here, own her story, just end it on her terms, choose herself, so to speak, leave happy.
Yeah.
Then cool. And then, you know, we see, like, obviously when he meets up with her at the greeting and he sees how beautiful she is, it's like, oh, I want to see what he thinks when he meets Tyler too, because he couldn't have gone wrong either way. That's the thing. Like
way,
the show really set the men up for nothing but success, and they still fucking it up. Like there was so many like beautiful, professional, intelligent women in this cast.
Oh, they all gonna be crying when they see.
Bro, when they get their phones, they all gonna, because everybody fumbled.
Oh,
everybody fumbled. But but yeah. Now I really didn't think that there'd be too much as far as like outside noise in this live specifically, just because that really ain't much happened. The first 6 episodes,
there's not too much.
But now that I say that, here goes somebody. So
well, come on through. You don't have to be on camera also, by the way.
Yeah, you don't have to be on camera. But what's the name here? Is it
okay? Well, my name is Tamara, but I'm in Montreal. So
Tamara, nice to meet you.
Nice to talk to y'all.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts, well, as for Keya, I think when Tyler walked out, and she obviously walked out of the women's quarters, she was like, oh, okay, so I'm not gonna, after she walked out on him, go into the pods and say yes. I think I have a feeling it was like a last minute kind of decision once Tyler walked out. That's just that's how I felt about it. I know she went in, but I was like, well, what's she supposed to do? Say yes? You know what I mean? She wasn't chosen.
No, so facts. He was I feel like he was trying to like explain it in a way that didn't make her feel second choice. And and almost like I really don't know that she was second choice, to be honest with you, because the way
I don't think he had a first choice.
Yeah, I'm saying like I don't think he ever made a choice. The way he was waffling back and forth, I really don't think she was second choice. But I can see how she felt like she was second choice, because the only reason he had come to that conclusion is because the other girl left, and he was saying that this was the one that he wanted to be with, and he just wanted to.
But they both felt that way.
Okay, so what do you think about like her saying to him literally, like, either prove it to me by tomorrow or I'm not coming back? And then apparently he didn't do shit.
He didn't do it.
And then just expected her to be there. Like what
it was shocked when she wasn't there. Wow, lame. She's not in here. Like what?
It was lame. It was like from the first time she walked out, he should have really thought about his choices and known there's a deadline here. Like, make a choice. You know, she walked out once. You know what I mean?
No sense of urgency. No sense of urgency.
Yeah. So like in the long run, you're like, okay, is he capable of making a decision in life?
That was my point. He was gonna be a type of husband, and nobody wants that.
No. Nobody wants that.
I agree.
So that
I can't defend, bro. I really I can't defend him at all. He was on my nerves. And I come into these shows wanting to be on the men's side, and it sucks because oftentimes I can't. Like with this show specifically, I'm rarely able to be on any man's side, and it's really frustrating to watch. But it's because they keep recruiting dudes as opposed to just accepting applications.
I'm sure there are men who would sign up. I don't get it.
Thousands. I'm sure a lot of them probably look like Devo, but I mean that's real life. Just let's let all the Devos in that really want to meet somebody and see if they can find somebody. You're a huge advocate
for letting the regular people come on the show. You are.
That's where the fun comes, because we see regular people come to grips with the fact that we got to choose each other.
I didn't think about that. Actually, you're right. I think they're doing a little too much screening and recruiting instead of like letting regular people come on. You know,
Love is Blind shouldn't even look at photos.
Exactly.
Because if Love is Blind, like it should be strictly off of like whatever they submit. So let them submit like a written, you know,
interesting
summary, survey, whatever, like of why they want to be on the show, why they want to get married. Maybe even submit like something audio so they can hear how they talk or whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't think
they
should
just
even
show
see
up
the
as they are.
Yeah. Just show up as they are. Like we didn't know what you was on. Exactly. Like, we'll match up age, obviously where people live, make sure careers are at least similar, like income at least, and that's something else they need to tighten up. Like let's bring people who are in the same arena, financially. But
yeah, that would be far more interesting to regular people. But these execs, they really don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know who. Like, they don't know. They're casting agents. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're like Netflix or producing agents. They're like they don't, until somebody comes on with a show like that. Then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, that works. But like, people are just kind of like sick and tired.
Let's do it. Let's make it.
You know what I'm saying?
we gonna make it. We'll produce it. Love is really blind.
Yeah, like let's really be like, love is really blind. Yeah, it should be love is really blind.
That's what it should be. 100%. 100%. That's what it should be.
The last thing that I wanted to comment on, Devontae. Listen, as soon as he walked out and he saw her and he said, oh, I've never dated a colored person. And I'm like, wait, first of all, people
did he use
I think he said person of color. He said color?
Person of color.
One's a little bit worse. But they
no, colored is another level. Like if
color,
if that nigga said colored, like you'd be having a whole other conversation. But no, I think he said person of color, but still that was very telling though.
It was right away.
In general, Black people typically don't say person of color. Like we get treated differently from the other persons of color.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. So that was really like striking to me. And I was looking at him like, wait, hold on. Like, what are you? But anyway.
You don't know.
We don't.
You really don't know.
Yeah. Like I have like Arab friends, I have Latina friends, I have blah, 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 blah. They don't say person of color. They might say I've never dated they'll go to the specific, but
it's like he's not comfortable saying black.
Like a white person.
That's what it like. It's like he's not comfortable saying it. Maybe I'll give him this. Yes. Maybe because she is a bit ambiguous. Maybe he wasn't sure at the time like what her background was. Because apparently they didn't talk about it in the past. Obviously he thought she was white, but I'm just to play devil's advocate. Maybe just seeing her. Okay, she's something. But I don't really know what it is, so maybe that's why he said person of color. But it felt pretty clear to me that she, at least some of that was black. I just feel like I can spot half black. I feel like I can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's safe to just say.
I feel like as a black person you can, and he's not in touch. He's not in tune.
No, he's not. And he could have even just said, "Oh, she's not usually my type." That's all he had to say. But he sounded like somebody from. Like, I don't know, like somebody from the backwoods who had never met somebody of color. Like the way he spoke, just that sentence there was like off-putting to me. And I was just like,
you probably not even your type's type, nigga. You ain't worried about her being his type. I'm sure his type has a problem with him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's on the show.
Before you go, let me. I'll put this comment up here, and I want to get your take on it because I'm glad that that InnerQuest said this because I did want to discuss this. How did you feel about Brittany essentially throwing sex at him because apparently like she felt like he was being different with her because she wasn't being physical?
And keep in mind she was celibate, so she was willing to give that up too.
What I got from it when she was doing that was that she was feeling like, I think she wanted validation. Like she wanted to know if he was like, I think she felt like he was pulling away and it was possibly a physical thing. As a woman, she was like, is he attracted to me? Because he's making up all types of excuses. And she's like, that's not it. That's on it. And I think her doing that was kind of testing him. That's the feeling I got. Like, I'm not to say that she was going to give it up, but she's like, okay, let's do it. I think she was testing him low key. That was my feeling about that.
I would almost feel better about it if that was the case.
You don't think that's it?
I feel like
What did you
she
think
was.
about
I feel like she was willing to go there.
Well, you know what makes me think that also is because at some point she goes, like, you don't even hold my hand, you don't even kiss me, you don't like. She wanted like physical touch. She was like, well, I like to be alone, but she was like, but was it her? Yeah, she said I'm a physical touch person. So I think she was going like extreme. Just that's just my feeling that she was testing him and she was going extreme because she's probably thinking like all guys want it. Like he doesn't even want it, even if she's throwing it at him.
I don't know that she was testing him. I think it was more along the lines of she felt like he felt they weren't progressing far enough in the relationship. And so she said, look, if you feel like we're not going far enough and sex will put you in a better place, then okay, we're going to get married anyway. So why not? And someone is saying that she didn't have to announce that she was celibate. I think she did, because I think sex comes up very quickly in the pods. And someone should know that that's not on the table until after the fact. I think that is something you should say. But so I don't think she did it to test him.
Yeah, but you know what? That's exactly it, because she went from I'm celibate to like this guy's ignoring her to throwing it at him. Like it was like so extreme. It's almost like she was like, do you want me? Like, do you find me attractive? That's just my take. You know, everybody has their views, but like that's what I felt. That's what
I felt the same. I felt that's why it made me uncomfortable, because it did feel like she was like, oh, here, just take it. And then I'm like, nah, baby, because it was obvious that he didn't really want it. And then I think like for her, because I'm sure she gets plenty of attention.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like Brittany, I'm sure she gets hollered at all the time. She can't go nowhere without somebody saying something. God forbid her try to pump gas, go to the grocery store.
Oh yeah, like
she
so
can't go nowhere.
Like, what?
So to be around this weird ass nigga who barely smiles when he looks at her, and then like looks uncomfortable when they're touching, like when in the moments when they were in the pool, it looks so like it just looked uncomfortable.
But I think she thought he was uncomfortable because they weren't having sex, so she tried to say, hey, that's not a problem for me. It's not that big a deal if we're going to get married anyway.
But the thing is, she doesn't know what he said in his confessional about, or I've never been with somebody of color. He didn't say that to her. Well, not that we saw. So she's like, wait, I'm hot. Like, what? Yeah. What? Like, am I not hot? I don't know. Yeah, I see both sides, though. I see both sides. Yeah. I do. Anyway. Anyway, quite interesting. Oh, yeah. And for Connor to throw himself at her like that, I was like, you know what? I was like, Connor.
You talking about Alex? Alex?
No, isn't it Connor, his name? Oh, sorry, Alex.
No, yeah, it was Alex, the soccer dude. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, the soccer dude to be like, yeah, you know, I like them a little more dark. I'm like, oh, you know what? I felt good for her because she was being so dismissed by the other one.
I want her to get as far away as possible from that weird ass nigga. Like I want her and Alex to hook up.
I do too. I do too.
I want it to happen. and I want Devo to find out about it and be hurt. Because even if it's just his pride. I want that to happen.
Terrible.
100%. Because no, we're not finna have Devo on here playing Brittany like she average. Like, nah, bro. That's not how this shit gonna go. Like you lucked up. Like you really lucked up.
The internet's blaming him, so he's gonna get it regardless.
No.
Oh, he will.
No, this. Mm-hmm. But hey, thank you.
Thank you
for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I watch you guys, so I'm like, oh, this is cool. I was shy at first. I'm like, let me call him. But thank you so much.
Hey, and last call, because y'all saw how pleasant this was. See, we don't bite. It's a very pleasant interaction. But no, thank you so much, and we hopefully we'll see you again.
Yes, have a great night, guys.
You too.
Bye.
Okay.
Poor Brittany. My girl is down bad right now.
All right, yeah. Last call. We're gonna shut this down. Are we over an hour? Yeah, we're an hour and 10 minutes.
Ooh, we've been talking.
Yeah, so we're gonna shut this down unless somebody has something they want to say. Give you like 2 more minutes.
Yeah, we will be doing this all season though, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
we'll be here all season.
I'm going to be exclusively covering Love is Blind via these lives for the first couple of weeks because I'm still very much involved in Love Island All-Stars. I got to watch tonight's episode and record that video after this. So I'm not going to sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I love y'all.
Listen, Love Island is a beast of a show. I'm still going back and forth on if I want to cover the next. I said I would never cover Love Island again.
You got to come. You got to come back for the next season of USA.
It's a lot of work. You know, it's a lot of work. That show is.
It is.
It's every single day.
And that's why I'm not even sure why I voluntarily signed up to start doing All Stars like this. I wasn't supposed to be doing this, but like it got good, and I wanted to talk about it, so I started doing it. So I'm about to hop on that. So as far as Love is Blind is concerned, this will be how I discuss this show at least until Love Island is over. Once Love Island ends, then I plan to start, making episodic reviews starting from whatever number we're on in week 3. So we'll see how that goes. But even with that, if you still want to do catch up at the end of the week, we can keep this shit going.
Yeah, I'm down. You want to keep it on Fridays? I'm down to keep it on Fridays. Yeah. Episodes come out on Wednesday. So yeah. So
for now, we'll plan to be back next Friday, same time.
Same time.
We'll do the same routine. Hopefully we'll have some more to actually talk about. This was pretty introductory, and like the first few episodes really wasn't shit popping. They was just all in the pods talking. But hopefully we get some shit going, and then we'll keep adding the link to the chat so y'all can hop in and have your say, and we can have some good conversations about whatever these people get into. But yeah, I need to see some cheating. I need to see
That's crazy.
I need to see some disrespect. I need let's just bring it all, man. Let's bring all the mess, because y'all want to put this cast together, have all of these beautiful, fine, professional sisters just
they are fine this season.
Shoved off to the side like they don't matter. Then okay, I want havoc for everybody else.
Oh,
except Brittany.
Choosing violence.
I want Brittany to somehow be validated, even if that means a little rump with Alex or whatever. I want everybody else to feel pain.
My final thought, I don't listen. I'm not gonna say I want her to cheat or anything, but I want her and Alex to get together.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating, because Devontae doesn't think that they're together. Trust me. Like
that's valid.
He's not trying to claim her, so
that's valid.
She can do whatever she wants.
That's crazy.
But yeah, thank y'all for watching. And
yes, thank y'all for coming through. We'll see y'all here same time, same place.
I'm gonna go watch Love Island.
You do that.